Taco Tuesday. Nah, man, that's what I named it today, man. We never have a name for the Tuesday show, but man, it's been nine weeks, man. A 9-week hiatus because this god darn Ahsoka TV show was on the same time I was on. So, but we're back. We're back, man. I don't even know what episode this is, my man. But we got a lot of people here tonight. P-Rock is in the chat. He was supposed to make it, but I think he made a mistake. Mistakes
Come on,
were made.
P-Rock, what the hell?
I know. I don't know where he is. He had just said something in the chat. Sorry, collectors. Those next week trying to get back home in time to make the show. All right, my man. Will you let me know, man? Anytime. But anyway, Harry, what's up, dude?
How's it going, sir?
My man.
Yep, been a good minute. How's it going, gentlemen? How you guys doing?
Yeah, a little bit. We got some flashy stuff going on back there. You got
yeah, I finally got some setup going. So,
dude, it's looking sweet.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's definitely better than that roach infested place, that's for sure.
Yeah, jeez, man. Only thing is, it's a clone helmet, and
oh my god, I had a feeling. I
know. Shots fired.
I had a feeling. I know CT. Yeah, I know CT would appreciate this. So,
proof.
What's up, brother, man? What's up, CT? How are you, my friend?
Going good, man.
I know. Good. I'm just taking jabs at clones, just for fun.
As always.
As always. No, it looks great though. Great though. It does, man. It does. So how are you, man? Oh, your setup looks pretty. Dude, that's dope, man.
It's coming along.
Coming along.
Got to get some more stands. Got a lot of stuff coming in. A lot of vehicles coming in. The Batmobile 66 will be coming in soon. So those feet are here. It's getting a little crowded. Got to spread it out. So I need some more stands.
It is, but it's looking dope, man. That's no speeder, man.
Thank you.
I couldn't get it. It's too big, man, but it looks so badass.
Well, you got a lot of good stuff coming, right?
Yeah, that's true. We got to make,
You got an Enterprise coming.
Tell me Enterprise.
I'm looking right now. I don't know where you're gonna fit in Enterprise.
It'll be somewhere. It'll go somewhere.
I got a couple spots, so I'm just saying if you run into a problem,
I'll do what Rob did, right? What Rob said, Barnett. I'll have it hover over my head. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out, man. But it's good to have you on the show as well. And
thanks.
Hector, my man, what's up, dude?
What is going on? Hey, look, listen. I'm so happy that the old intro has made a comeback because there's mostly me and only me, not Sly. Forget P-Rock, right? He's not even here, so it's all about the Arnold. So thank you for the intro,
dude. Always, bro. And you look like you got a new shelf back there, dude. Since the last time. Man.
I got a new shelf because there's a giant Batmobile in the lower shelf here, and so that needed to happen. And I was assembling it before we just jumped on too, so it's finished. Well, finished. So I mean,
is that DIY, Hector?
This is the Gladiator.
Oh, okay.
It's got a very manly name to it. I love it. That's why I chose it. I was like, I don't care if it's clumsy. It's called Gladiator.
Yeah,
dude. Hell yeah, man. But the top shelf's a little tiny, bro.
Why isn't that Batmobile on the top shelf cookie jar, man? Come up on the bottom.
Yeah, what Batmobile do you have?
Well, it's got no lights on it. Yeah, it's the Jazzinc BVS Batmobile.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's right there. It has to go down there because I'm afraid if it went up there, went bloop. But this shelf up here is reserved for the '89 Hot Toys Batmobile. So I got 3 little figures just chilling there, keeping it safe.
Okay.
So
just to fill in you just don't want to leave it empty.
Yeah. Like I said, I was doing the shelf space, and because I have this giant dark side back here, this Snyderverse kind of had to be a little bit higher. So I had to make a choice.
I'm gonna bring you back up one more time. Is that all DC?
This is all DC except for a new edition. I just wanted to show it off, but yeah, this is going to be the entire DC. It's all the Snyderverse is right here in the bottom. Awesome. Then we have all the mixture from the Nolan stuff to the '89 to the classics and stuff. Pattinson Batman in art. When that sucker comes in, it's going to go in there. All the other in art DC stuff that they're going to give us is going to go up in here too, man. So
that's 23 years of Hot Toys DC.
Pretty much, yeah.
Right? I mean, yeah, holy shit, man. It's looking fucking awesome, though. It's looking great, man. I just want to say what's up, though, to everybody in the chat before we get into stuff. Dude, Braden, what's up, my man? Yo, what is up, man? We got Funky Cold Santa in the house. Loose the Bits. Hector's right there. 1/6 shape, my man. Also in the chat. Bob Dylan, I was promised 3 times the sexy manliness on the stream. Well, first of all, who promised you that? I promised
Sorry, I can't help with that, Bob.
No, dude, come on, man. Harry, you're like the best one on all of us. What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? Dinesh also in the house. What is good, my man? My brother, Fat Batman. What's up, man? Hope you had a great time,
brother?
Dude, with the fam. We got to touch base on some stuff, man. Collector number 1 also in the house. What's up? Hope everyone is doing great, man. Hope you're doing great too, man. We got Ash Chase in the house. What's up, Plastic Crackheads?
What up, Bobby?
Right. Pedro Lopez, what is good, my man? Marlon also in the house. Mike Favela, my dude. JB, intro of Action Kings, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Blitz also in the house. What is up, my man? Renz Talentino, what's up, dude? Who else we got in here? Neil's also in here. What's up? Mario in the house. Hey, all you cool cats and kittens.
Mario.
Greetings to Mario, my man. He is working on something right now. Back behind the scenes that I'll let him fill in on his own. But he's doing something cool, man. He's doing something cool, man.
Very cool.
Does it involve bodily fluids?
It always does, bro. It always does.
Doctor,
man, what's up, dude? Harry needs facial hair to stay on the panel.
Sorry, guys, can't do that. I'm Asian. I can't grow facial hair.
Hey, come on now. I've seen some badass beards, dude.
Yeah. You gotta live in Asia for that, though.
You gotta live there? Okay.
Yeah, you gotta live there. The weather does something to you.
Yeah. The weather? All right. Derek also in the house, man. What is up, my friend? Thank you for coming through as well, man. Who else do we have in here before we get into it, man? Jerry Bear also, what's up? If I miss anybody, my apologies. S-Beam in the house. My dude, 1/6 enthusiast. Also, what's good? Shots fired, but he missed like the stormtrooper. Hey, you know what? It's pretty awesome, man. Charlie Unicorn also in the house, man. Coke Machine went up for order on Big Bad, sold out in 3 or 4 days.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a tough one, man. But hey, we can talk about that because we're going to talk about some new wave stuff in a little bit. There's interesting with it. Force, my brother, also in the house, the man who finished Expanse without me. But I still love you, brother.
What happened there? You left him hanging? God,
I didn't mean to leave him hanging, bro. I just got so busy with shit, and then we only had 5 episodes, and we're gonna watch it again. So,
I don't blame you, Force. I don't blame you, guy. Move on.
In his words, it's badass.
Yeah.
It is, and I just needed to finish it. So Bob says Mafia told me in private I cried after watching Siege. Man, what the fuck? Said it was better than ESB. This dude's crazy, bro. Don't listen to anything. I'm taking his chat off the screen, man. Collectible Chats, my brother also in the house. What is up? And Jedi Chris.
Yo.
Dude, if I miss anybody, my apologies. Bendu, when was up? Alvin J in the house. Christian, my fellow man from Korea. What up, fellas? Looking great. Hector.
Well, thank you. I try to look good. Oh, the shelf. Oh, sorry.
Chris also in the house. You got CT and Hector literally coming. All right. Rock'em Chris, dude. Thank you for that. Rob Passmore also in the house. What's up, my man?
Oh, man.
We got Cylon also in the house. Jazzy, what's up, man? Blue Tattoo. It's good to be back on a Tuesday, guys. 1/6 Salvo. Jason, what's up, brother?
What's up, Jason?
In the house as well. Philip the Fool. Dude, Machiavelli, what is good as well, man? Guys, apologies if I miss anybody, but real quick, do have a super chat, man. $5, my man. From Derek, what's up, my man? I just have to say that I received the WB 100 Blue Gray Batman, and I must say, it is great in person. Well, thank you, my man, for the super chat, and dude, I'm stoked for you, man.
What?
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
What, man?
Yeah.
I'm jealous, man.
Are you into it?
Don't
CT?
listen to this.
Are you into it, CT?
What?
You into that?
Look, I got a plan. I'm getting the armory, right? So I want to take the armor that's in that. I want to use that, and I'd rather put the blue gray armor in the armory.
Okay, I can see that working. Yeah,
that could work.
That's my plan, and I think it looks pretty cool, man. Anyways,
Look, that's the great thing. Why we all like different things, man. So
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
say, congrats to Derek, my man, to getting that Batman. I think if I liked Christian Bale, I would have maybe liked that.
I kind of wish they went with the Batman Begins suit. I think that would have been cooler.
That's what a lot of people were saying.
Yeah.
That or Batfleck. Like out of all the Batman looking suits, they chose that one. It's
Yeah. It just doesn't work with that color scheme.
just like WB, questionable decisions.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's they kind of go hand in hand, right? I mean,
Yeah, pretty
Hot
much.
Toys is just as like.
When
out
was
of
the
it
last
as-
time they made a good decision? Huh?
Honestly, I have no idea, bro. I have no idea.
Yeah. Canceling
Dylan
Batgirl
also
was
in the
that made
house.
the money.
What's up, Dylan? Mafia would stop talking about his feelings of the Siege of Mandalore. Just a cartoon. I'm not a therapist. These guys are
Those
fucking
millennials,
funny, man.
they just can't help themselves.
Bro, you guys are Clone War fanatics. You guys all know I'm not. It's a good show. It's a good show, but I wouldn't cry over it, and it won't say it's better than Empire. It's just not. It's just not. So,
I'm a Clone Wars
Nothing's-
fanatic, and I can't even say that it's better than ESB. Either, so.
Nothing Star Wars is better than Empire.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, Empire.
Yeah, I don't think anything is. Is that a unanimous opinion
For me,
here on the
for
panel?
me, yep.
Nothing's better than
Empire.
Empire.
Yep, Empire, number one.
Yeah,
Mm,
that's my pick.
yeah. I think you're right. I think you're right. Yeah. No, it is. It is. Anyway, I guess, did you guys get anything this week at all, man? Harry, did you get anything? Or you got anything coming?
I have something coming, but I don't know when yet because I got charged yesterday, but it still says processing. So I don't know when it's going to come. I just talked to somebody over at Sideshow. They told me that it might take 10 days, but I got the Wonder Woman WB 100. So very, very excited for that.
Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
Anybody
See, I
else
didn't-
on the panel got that? Or
I have the Wonder Woman 84.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
Like just
I
the
will be
regular
waiting
one?
for InArt.
Yeah. That's a good.
Same here.
Yeah. I know it sounds. It's. People say it a lot, but I'm in agreement. I'll wait for
Yeah.
InArt. I mean,
Anybody
just for
else
that.
got the Superman from InArt? I did too. Cool.
I did
cool,
not.
Cool.
Yeah,
I did not.
jumped in a
I-
little early. Wish I held back and
Thank you,
Jump
Bob. Thank you,
on
Bob.
I jumped on with Pop Culture. Looks like they
Mm.
have the better pricing, but learn my lesson there. Pump the brakes a little bit. Wait. I
yeah.
wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting to get it though. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm
The-
debating. But go ahead.
Hopefully pop culture doesn't screw everyone with high shipping. That's the thing. It's like, oh, it's cheap, but what's the catch? That's the thing.
Right.
So
It's pretty cheap though, right? I mean,
Yeah,
when I
I've-
added it to the cart. Did you order it or like?
I
Any of
didn't
you
get it
guys?
from pop culture. I got it from 1/6 Kit. I got mine from Kit, but that's because the minute it went up for pre-order is what I got it from, and I used Bretta's amazing Spider-Man code. So
Okay.
I got like $10 off, I think it was, but yeah, and then that's because that was like the first one to be like, oh, we have some Australia, New Zealand, rights to sell it over there. So and then all of a sudden pop culture got it, and it was just like, oh, look at all these prices and stuff. So
That's what I thought was weird too, right? Because I thought that like they had Superman Australian distribution, and then I thought that was it. Like that was it. Like you could sell to Australia, but then I mean like we could add the shit to the cart and buy it. So I was like, is this like a weird loophole thing? I mean, I guess
I don't know.
as it is, but
and I don't know exactly what's going on, but Big Bad Toy Store is starting to sell in art too, way more than
Way
what
higher
they're
though,
worth.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know what's going on there. Do we finally have distro out here in the US? Who knows? I don't know, but
Yeah, pretty weird.
I don't think so. But it's interesting because they do actually have them. We talked about that earlier. And Braden brings up a point, man. I think pop culture will contact all U.S. customers to see that we can't ship it to you guys. I'm not sure, right? That's what we're gonna have to see, like when that time comes, right? But to counter that, like what Hector was saying, I actually should bring this up because you are right. I mean, if we look at Big Bad Toy Store here, guys,
God damn.
I know. $560.
Markup makes me laugh every time I see it, man.
God damn.
Yeah.
Almost $200. That's crazy.
Yeah. But you gotta think about that though, right? I mean, they're not. So InArt does not have the global license, but then it's looking like we're getting U.S. retailers, picking this up. I mean, obviously we can go to like Spec Fiction, a couple other local, joints, but Big Bad's pretty big, So I was thinking I don't think it's even fair to say they're kind of like second, to like Sideshow. I mean, that's where most people will go, kind of that
depends on what you're talking about. If you're talking 3/4 or 6-inch, that's where everyone goes. Big Bad's got the best deals, and they've got everything in stock. So in that area, not when it comes to this. And I think they're just playing the game, expecting everyone to go ahead and sell out, and people will eventually come to them and pay that price.
Yeah,
they're not going to drop it. I never see them like really reverse their course. They put out crazy pricing and they hold it. And I don't know.
Dude,
there'll be like new people to 6 scale that don't understand, and they just know to go to Big Bad and see this and sell a few. I don't know.
They had the Rooted Joker 2-pack up. It was like $1,500. Sold out. I was like, look, there it is. Oh my god. Oh, it was sold out before.
They've got like, more coming in, bro. They got Q4 this year. They got more of them.
I think that person was like, "Wait, I can get this $500 cheaper. Let me cancel it."
That's crazy. $220 down payment.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
We love you, Big Bad, but come on, man, drop it down a little.
Yeah. But I think CT's right though. I mean, because you have a lot of folks there. I mean, and Alvin pointed out in the chat too. They've been doing it for years anyway. Just selling third parties and other stuff to allow U.S. market to buy it. A lot of U.S. market doesn't know about that. They don't know about like TNS or anywhere else overseas, and maybe they're only into 12 scale or other things, and then they see this, right? And that's potential eyes, from regular customers that might be like, wow, what is this? I want to get that, and they don't know anything about pricing, and then boom, they drop $1,500 on a Joker, or 600 for this Batman. But that's interesting. Between that and pop culture, these aren't even global licensing yet, so it is going to be really interesting to see what happens with InArt once they do have them, like the Michael Jackson, the Dune IPs. Those are global, so don't think they're going to be on Sideshow though. I wouldn't count on that, but I mean all the major retailers here in the States should have them, and hopefully not at these prices, because Big Bad's known for that. But I wonder if other, retailers are going to try to jack that up too. I don't know yet. Mm-hmm. It may be different because these are not global licensing, right? So if they have a global, they need to have the lowest mark they can in order to pull in customers, I would think, right? Because they'd be like, I'm not going to buy that from you for 15 when this guy's got it for 1.
Yeah,
exactly.
So, yeah. Anyway, guys, it's pretty weird.
Well,
go ahead.
I'll tell you this: anytime I've ordered from Pop Culture, I've gotten my shipments. The shipping is cheaper than it is from Sideshow. I don't know how they manage that coming from Australia, but my shipping, we're talking cents. We're not talking dollars here, but it's cheaper, and the stuff comes wrapped in bubble wrap with that green Pop Culture tape. You know what it is. They could kick that thing all the way from
you
Australia.
could bounce it across the field and it's safe.
Yeah, and it comes in safe. So, man, I'm interested. I'm, interested who goes through there, what their outcome is, if there is a trick, if there's a tax, if there's something down the road that's going to inflate that price. But if not, that might be the future go-to for InArt for me.
Yeah, me too. Me too. So yeah, I too have ordered from Pop Culture, and you're right. I mean, they just they give you like 5 inches of padding around your box, dude. Like it's It's so crazy how much they pack that shit, and I've always gotten my stuff. So
they are the end of the line, though. So if you do
They
order
are,
something
yeah.
from them, they're the last one to get anything. So you're gonna know that when you order from them, your stuff's gonna come in later than anywhere else, but it is gonna come in, and usually things are in stock there.
yeah,
Also prepare
No.
to pay full price too, like off the bat, I believe.
Usually, yeah, usually. But dude, Pop Culture also does those crazy combo deals sometimes.
They have awesome deals. They have awesome sales and deals, better than I think Sideshow does. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh
Sideshow,
yeah, for sure.
you know, they're stuck on that 10% lately or 20% max. They gotta get to 30, 35 to really push out some of that stuff. I know, like Quill on Blurg and
Yeah.
Scout Trooper and stuff like that. Like Sideshow, if you're listening, 35% on that speeder bike in Scout Trooper, Return of the Jedi. I've been waiting for that forever. Yeah, I'm not going to buy it anywhere else. I'm going to wait you out. Just give me the 35% off and I'll order it. Let's do business. Come on.
Dude, yeah, I agree.
Just do
I
it.
agree. I agree. Because yeah, like they just recently did those combos on Pop Culture, right? It was like Echo and Hunter or some shit for like $300. I was like,
Wow.
damn. Like those are, you know, like Sideshow kind. They don't do
They
as
were
much.
Pop Culture was like matching vehicles. It was a DeLorean and a
The Tumbler.
the Tumbler. Yeah, DeLorean and a Tumbler, and you could match them up and get a deal. So if you were trying to jump in and get a couple vehicles, I mean, they really, I don't know. I think they get a little bit more creative than Sideshow, but you know, we'll see. Check them
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, that was a good deal too. It was like $400 savings.
Yeah,
But you gotta buy them both, you know, like a combo. But
Ash Chase is going crazy right now. He's like, "Don't tell
He
anybody
is, bro.
about Pop Culture.
You know.
Don't stay out of
Yeah.
there. Shut up."
Yeah.
Yeah.
he says, I only go there because of batteries, but glad to help fellow collectors.
And Ash helped us as soon as we heard Spider-Man was available. Ash is in Australia. We had him log on, and he was, you know, we couldn't get in through the portal. It was saying not available in our country, but Ash was able to log right on and pull up the Superman and get us that pricing to show us, you know, what someone from Australia, if they wanted to order directly from InArt, would pay. So,
Oh
that's
yeah,
pretty
when he
cool.
did direct, yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
That was good.
So thanks for that, Ash. That was cool. We appreciate that.
Yeah, brother, man. But yeah, guys, we'll just move on from that one. That's just interesting to see, man. I didn't, you know, a couple weeks ago, obviously, I know we're kind of backtracking to get into, you know, the next one, but I never really talked about Chopper. I was going to talk about it that Saturday night. We didn't, and I figured, well, you know, because of Hera getting announced as well, I figured I could briefly, because I never really heard, like, Harry, I know you're huge into it, CT's big into it. I guess I don't know if I will necessarily get him. I do like droids though, regardless. But can you fill me in a little bit on it, man? You know, because I know you're digging all of this stuff. So what are you thinking on this, man?
For me or for CT?
Yeah, for you, man.
Man, I do love Chopper, but that price, I don't know. Like that's a whole figure.
Well,
I feel like I gotta get him because I got Hera, so I gotta get Chopper. I need to. I'm not a big fan of that price, but
yeah. What
gotta
was
get
it?
Chopper.
Like
220,
240.
240.
Oh my god.
240 for a droid. So I'm just like,
yeah.
And it's
It does
smaller
look
than
good.
R2.
smaller than R2, less. I think it comes with less stuff than R2.
He's 100 feet taller than R2, man. You don't know this droid. It's 100 feet tall. What's wrong with you people?
I mean, I don't.
This is the droid. This is it, man.
Wait,
This guy's got more character than R2. This is the guy.
Oh god damn.
He does. I'm telling
right.
you, he absolutely does.
He's a
He's
psychopath.
crazy. Yeah. They're just introducing you to him. He's
yeah, I mean, I only knew him really because of Ahsoka, right? Because you know I didn't really watch Rebels, so
Yeah.
Is he that cool? I mean,
I like him. Yeah, he's got a lot of
Man.
personality.
he's homicidal.
Yeah, he's nuts.
He is
Uh,
crazy. he's got a lot of, and I say he's got more personality. And what they did with him is they've got, I think they call them gesturing mechanical hands, but they are, and he uses them like that. He gestures. He'll try to cross his arms and talk with his hands and stuff like that, which gives him more personality. And once you've listened to him enough, you can almost hear him talking. He's trying to give out words. He's always arguing, and absolutely, this droid will kill you if you anger him. He has no problem killing people and just doing what he's got to do.
Jesus.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
why
With a
is
smile,
that?
though.
Is that now? Did Hera create him, or do we know where he came from, or?
Yeah, I don't have his full background, but yeah, he's Hera's droid, and I'm glad that we're getting them both kind of in that same time frame. So what? He's like TMS 112, and she's 113, so that's awesome. You can get them together. She's his droid, and Hera is the captain of the Ghost. She's a general, and now she's mom. She's mom of Jacin Syndulla, who is Kanan's son. So that, I think that thing's going to take on its whole story in itself. And Choppa is her droid, and is acting now as like an overseer for Jacin too, like protecting Kanan's kid, because he can. He is a tough droid, man. Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know, because I just knew that like everybody was like, oh, it's Hera's droid, but I never knew like the story around it. Dylan says that Hera salvaged him and rebuilt it from a Clone Wars era Y-wing while her planet was under siege from the Separatists.
If Dylan says so, it is so. So
He has
appreciate
spoken.
that, Dylan. Yeah, he's that, man. He's
Dylan's
he's my
big-
go-to.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So salvaged and rebuilt. All right. And Bob says Hera took the soul of the fallen Sith and infused it into a droid. Hence the supernatural names of her ship, like the Ghost.
Is that real? Or is that a joke?
No, that's
Can't
gotta be
tell
true.
anymore with Star Wars. So, but he's
that-
probably joking.
I probably would have jumped on board with with the chopper trade if that's true, but if not, then that's unfortunate.
Yeah. But that's pretty damn cool, because I love droids in general, right? Even if I'm not familiar with some of them, it's Star Wars. You like the droids. So
Look, man, they are trying to get the next generation on board with Star Wars, right? And they're not going to do it with Luke. They're not going to do it. I know. It kills you, man.
Choose your
But
words.
they're
carefully,
moving on.
Luke.
They're bringing in
Anyway.
new characters, and R2's not going to be around. And I'm just saying, this guy is a respectable replacement. And I think if you give him a chance, you're gonna like this guy. He's got guts, He's got arms, man. He can fly it. He's fly TIE fighters and everything, man. He's very cool.
Wow, they try to make him cooler than R2. I don't know.
Well, give him a chance. Well, you're not gonna. You hate him. I get it.
I never said I hated him.
It's all over.
Oh Jesus. OG fan, my man, dude, celebrating 17 months, brother, dude. The channel membership, dude. Thank you so
Damn.
much, my man.
Yeah.
He says, oh wow, CT is out there. While Chopper may be a homicidal maniac, R2D2 is the hero of 1,000 devices and
He
by
is.
far the greatest droid in the galaxy.
He is no doubt. But I don't think we're gonna see R2 as much in the future.
Yeah, I think you're right. Though. I am too.
It's not what I want. But
Yeah. No, but he does look cool. I too am partial to HK-47, man. Anything Knights of the Old Republic, bro.
Yeah.
I'm all about, dude. Single songwriter also in the house, though. What's up, my man? Collect all droids. They will be rare pieces for your collection.
Yeah.
It's true. Having a nice droid, I wouldn't say army, but droid collection is just super, super cool, man.
They talk about a bobblehead too with this guy. So I think what you can see there, comparing from left to right, his head's kind of tilted. So
yeah.
I don't know how wobbly or bobbly that is, but it looks like it can camber, left and right. And he does that, when he's gesturing. So that's pretty cool. But we'll see when we get that in hand how well you can go ahead and move that. But that looks cool, man.
He does look cool. And at first, obviously we saw that tease, but I didn't know like how quickly they were going to do this. Cause you never know, Hot Toys is so weird sometimes, right? Like with IPs, you're like, well, is this all we're going to get? It's just the droid. I mean, well, we saw Sabine and then, we did the Hera tease, but then, yeah, man, they dropped her. So this is like the companion combo pack essentially, right? Because that's what everybody's been telling me. They're like, oh, well, I got to get Chopper and Hera. And you're agreeing with that, Hera?
Yeah, I'm on that same boat.
Well, it should have been a 2-pack.
I do like the option of getting one if you don't like the other.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah,
I guess that's true.
It might bring the price down if it's a 2-pack, but
yeah, dude, but she looks freaking fantastic.
Yeah.
I know a couple people were saying she's not quite there, but I mean, I think she's
especially from behind, she's not quite there.
Yeah,
Whoa!
I don't disagree.
Of course, that was gonna come up.
Well, a little bit needs to be dialed in there, but the figure looks great, man. I think
she looks amazing.
The soft goods look awesome too. The jacket, of course. I think we're all tired of the pleather, and that actual getup that for her gun there, that belt and that thing. I have a couple of them, and I've had very bad luck with them.
I'm worried about that. That was my number one concern when I saw this figure. I was like, oh shit, that is just a nightmare of pleather.
But I heard through the rumorville, that Hot Toys is considering swapping out that jacket, making it leather, like Wolverine. So,
no, they should.
That would be great. It is a bomber jacket, dude. I mean, should be leather. I would think, but yeah, but damn, dude, I mean, she looks great. So we got Sabine, we got Chopper, we got Hera. Obviously, we're gonna be getting Ahsoka at some point, and then I don't know how much deeper they're gonna go in this line, but I mean,
I wonder if they can do Ezra.
As Bob said, first Twi'lek. So
also
the aliens, getting a mix in there.
Yeah,
Twi'lek's got the sexiest heads from behind. Just saying.
They do.
That looks like Mary Winstead right there, or that's her name, right? That looks like her.
Ramona.
Looks like her right there. Really good.
Oh, the sculpt's amazing.
And it's rough too, man, because and Mario and I share the same sentiment, man. We were like debating on whether or not we want to get into this IP, but then seeing Sabine, seeing Hera, I'm like, dude, they're doing a fucking great job with these figures, man. So it's like it's hard to say no, man. It's hard to say no. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet.
I'm only getting 2 figures from this line, and that is what's his name? Balok?
Balin
and Shin. Yep, those are the only 2 I'm getting from this line because those two are awesome.
I really hope they go into that.
Well, if they did a Balin, I would get her because it's Ray Stevenson, and rest in peace. But also he was a cool character. I really don't know what they're gonna end up doing with him.
No idea.
But
I say recast because you kind of have to.
Yeah.
Lee Schreiber can do it.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people were saying. Yeah, that's what a lot of people were saying. So it's damn, dude. I know he would be really cool though. But I mean,
I would love Balin.
She does look great, and we got to get a Balin. I agree, Mark.
That lineup's really gonna pop, man. I mean, she pops as a figure. You get a blue Thrawn in there.
Thrawn too.
You got
man.
And the Night Troopers.
Finally,
Night Troopers. I don't know.
Finally, diversity within the Star Wars line. Love it.
I love Thrawn, like in general, right? I mean, but I just got to see what he looks like, man. If Hot Toys is doing like what they're doing so far with like Hera and Sabine, then I'm assuming he's gonna be just as good with Thrawn. And then yeah, so that's the thing. Like Thrawn, I'll get no matter what, because it's Thrawn. It just reminds me of Heir to the Empire. So then
I wonder if they're gonna give him like a beer gut as well.
I don't know. I know, right? Because he
I
was
would
a little...
hope that you can. Yeah, I would hope that you can address that issue if you get the figure.
Well, if they do, it's just a fat suit, and you can just remove
right. You just take off the fat suit, right? Yeah.
Yeah, if that was the case, right?
Yeah.
So, but my problem is I will get Thrawn because it's Thrawn, and then in my head I'll be like, damn, he's also kind of a part of the Ahsoka line. So then do I need to, that part in my head where I'm like, should I? Yeah,
yes.
I'll get this one.
Yes,
I'll get
Anthony.
This one,
yes. Yes.
Yeah, because I got like 2 Purge troopers, right? Yep. And then I have the Obi-Wan Vader, which I think is almost paid off. It's like $50 left on Sideshow. So that Vader's coming. The 2 Purge troopers are here. Then I'm like, fuck, do I get the Inquisitors? But they still haven't dropped the others. So, the 3rd and 4th, I don't remember what the hell they are.
Charlie, Charlie the Unicorn just mentioned the Night Sisters, the mothers. Man, I'm telling you, I want that. I want them. I want those 3 mothers, man.
They look like Behemoth, the Black Death metal band.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, dude. They do. I know what you're talking about. Hell yeah. Bob says remove Thrawn's fat suit and train on its
pretty much
trunk.
Pretty much.
Welcome.
We were talking.
They did those Night Sisters right, though. I mean, I just somehow hope I can get them in the collection again. Those would look great all on that shelf. That lineup would look really good. And I'm just saying about that series, you've only met like half this cast, to Rebels to this. So wherever this is going to go from here, just give it a chance. I'm telling you, give it a chance. They're just introducing you. They're just getting this going. These are some good characters, and from what I can see, man, these figures look great. These look great. So I wasn't able to order this. I'm in an abstinence October on pre-orders. So as you know, and this one is on hold, but just as soon as I can, I hope to someday add this to my collection. Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, you definitely will, dude. You definitely will. And it just depends on whether or not like you or Harry are gonna do the whole line, right? Because it's weird, right? Because again, I didn't watch Rebels, but because you guys have watched Rebels, you can take away from that, I assume, right? Like if you didn't really care for the Ahsoka show, that's not really a hindrance on the collection, right? Because you guys could be like, well, this is my Rebels representation.
Yep.
Is what I'm hearing a lot of people in the community are basically saying, right? So it's kind of a win for them.
What's really interesting is of all the characters that they're showing us, the one I'm least excited for is Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm like, I don't even really feel the need or want to add her to the collection. But these other characters, I'm all for it. They're looking great.
For me, I don't want to get like too deep into it, and maybe just your guys' opinion, but for me, I felt like Ahsoka, not the show, but the character was just boring. She was the least interesting character in her own show for me. So I'm kind of in agreement in that respect with CT. I'm like, I don't know if I really need another Ahsoka. The other characters were way more interesting. So
kind of agree.
Yeah,
I do agree. Like we didn't really get to understand where she's coming from and what her story arc is, like way up until like episode 5, and then like after that episode they kind of just wrapped her thing, so it's like that's basically one and done episode. So
yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I just every episode I was more interested in the other characters.
Yeah, like Balin and shit were way more Interesting.
Yeah, way more.
Yeah.
I was interested in Sabine for a while because she kept like just fumbling and like not being very inept at anything. Like she just that was interesting to me. But then I'm just a Jedi,
Spoiler.
I guess. So
Yep,
yeah,
he's a
whatever.
Jedi.
Yeah. So then I lost interest. Interest. I was like, okay, but it was interesting along the way for me. But
It was exactly what I thought it was going to be. I thought they were going to introduce us to the characters. There'd be Thrawn close towards the end. Oh, there he is. Boom, bum, bum, bum. The end. You want more? Give me more Thrawn. So it was as expected. I thought it was a good series. Not great. But it was good. I enjoyed it, and I am excited for what's coming. So
I think it just depends on who's directing, because like when you look at episode 5, it just feels completely different than all the other ones, and it's like why is that? Why is that the only episode that got a theatrical release, and none of the other ones did?
That was
Interesting.
with the trend with the show for me. Like for one episode, there was not good episode, and then the next week would be a good episode, and then like the other one would kind of not be as good as the last one. It was like up and down with the season and stuff like that. I was totally into the show, and then Space Whales happened. I was like, okay. So,
I'm cool with the Space Whale stuff. It's just, I don't know.
but that's because of Rebels, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't watch it, Hector. I don't think you watched it. So
it's just bizarre. It's that's the most bizarre thing in Star Wars I've ever seen in my life. I was like, you're telling me whales can go warp speed? Get out of here, bro. Or light speed. I'm sorry, wrong.
And
IP.
it looks, and it looks a little goofy too.
Yeah, but I mean, it was overall, I guess it was all right.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
Yeah,
They
I think it
Pinocchio
looks great.
Star Wars.
I think it looks awesome. I think it looks great, man. Come on, it's Star Wars.
yeah. No, it looked. Well, the visuals look
The
great.
Purgo
Yeah,
slander
so-
would not be tolerated.
Oh yeah, man. But no, but guys, I think that's really cool though. That at least like again, if you're just a fan of Rebels in general, it's cool that you guys are going to be able to get figures, regardless of the show. If you're like, oh, cool, I can have a complete kind of it's kind of like what they've been doing with Clone Wars, right? With the Hot Toys, right? You're like, oh shit, I'm getting all these Clone War characters that we never had in that kind of live action representation, right? Like even though they weren't in there, like the Clone Wars Anakin, stuff like that, right? Obviously Ahsoka was a weird kind of artistic interpretation, I guess, Clone Wars Ahsoka, but still pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
still
I'm so
pretty
glad
cool.
they made that.
Yeah. No casuals, bro, just OT fans. There's a big difference, Mark Attack, big difference. Not a fan of
I love it all except for the sequels.
I love it all.
except for the sequels.
Oh man, it's all Clone Wars.
Yeah.
I only have 2 Star Wars figures in my collection, and I feel like that's enough for me to represent my love, which is Bespin Luke and Darth Vader, because like we discussed, Empire is the best out of whatever the fuck this universe gives us. But
Yep.
there's something for everybody, man. So like, I just pay attention to I just love my OT because that's what I grew up with and stuff like that. But like, there's other stuff that exists that everyone can like and all that stuff. I'll watch it and I don't connect to it like everyone else does, but I'll still watch it. So
yeah,
just
same.
it's just
Like-
space whales are lame. That's it, man.
No, I kind of agree. I kind of agree with that. Not so much for me, but we'll watch it right again because
cool
it's
with it.
Star
I'm
Wars.
cool with it.
It's like
We'll watch it because CT will fucking force us with a gun to his head and be like, I'm showing this on the Discord. You better watch. I'm like, all right, bro, that's it.
not wrong. Not wrong, guys. But yeah, that's how we exactly get off my OT lawn. Nah, the other ones are good.
You didn't mind the whales in Star Trek though, did you? Right? That was cool when the whales,
Well,
came to talk to the planet
the
and-
voyage. Look, those are at least whales though.
when the
ocean.
space whales came to talk to the whales on Earth and they were extinct and oh my god, and that was okay though.
It was a one-time thing.
Come on.
I will PG-13 when I yelled out in the Discord after that episode. I was like, the whales were lame in Free Willy. They were lame in Star Trek 4, and they're lame in this too. So just whales are just lame, man.
Whoa, wait a minute. They were lame in Free Willy?
They're not.
Whatever, man.
What about
I'm a kid and I befriended a whale.
the adventure continues, man?
I like whales. I like whales.
No, I mean, I just kidding. No, but it's all fun. And, Hector's got a point though, man.
Whales
There's something
aren't.
for everybody.
You know,
out there.
you know who's lame? Michael from Halloween. That guy.
God damn, bro. See, now you're just you're just
Yeah,
trying to start shit right here, bro.
I'm
He's
Captain
starting to-
Kirk. Oh no, I'm not. What is that? Come on, man.
Oh, that's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna move on from Hera and all that, but I'm just glad that everybody's able to get all this cool stuff, man. Aquaman
Yeah, man.
has
Those are good
entered the
figures.
chat. Yeah, they look great. They look great. So I want to see what else is gonna
Don't,
happen.
and don't cry to me about Chopper being $240 for Chopper. You guys are all running it in art, fucking paying $400 for Cavill Superman for the rooted curl.
Yeah, but
and
not everybody.
I don't want to
though,
hear
right?
it. That
Yeah.
pony up.
I want
Pony up for
everyone,
Chopper.
everyone who's getting this figure. What I want everyone to do when they once get it, I want them to open it. And I want them to go, "Get to the chopper!" That's what I want them to yell out.
Exactly
So,
what I'm gonna do.
Oh, dude, that'd be good. Nah, but you know what? I think the reason why a lot of people do that is the same reason, like when R2 came out, or fucking even Yoda, both Yodas. At the time, they were kind of expensive. I mean, Yoda was $220, I think, or $225. And
$1,900 starfighters.
Come on.
well, I don't
Get
know
your
anything
Chopper.
about that.
Yeah, you do. You know a little something.
Well, I mean, I know a little something.
There it
Yeah,
is.
of
It's
course.
right
I mean, I
there.
had Yost on last week, but I'm not into the Starfighter or the Interceptor or whatever, that one is. So,
Yeah.
but I get your point though. But my point was, I remember that, the droids and Yoda, like small figures, kind of having a high price. I think a lot of people just see that and like trip out because they're like, wait, it's not like 12 inches, so why am I?
No,
I
I
think-
get it. And there is
right?
no die cast with Chopper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like R5. He's just,
Yeah, that's kind of why I think a lot of people look at it that way. I mean, if you want to,
Yeah.
touch on in art, and you've got fucking Harry Potter's $500, dude, and he's like 6 inches. So kind of is the same thing. A lot of people are like, oh, he's like kind of a small figure. So,
dude, you put it that way. To get all three of those kids is going to cost you $1,500. Oh my
Yup.
god!
Yeah,
Woo!
yeah, give or take, right, with tax, shipping, whatever else, man. Yeah, single
Yeah.
songwriter, exactly, dude. Yeah, they were 189, but shit's gone up, man. Mark, yeah, you're right. 300 is pretty much the entry point now at this point, dude. Which is, yeah, it's pretty, yeah, it's pretty tough, dude. I don't know when it's gonna be, too much.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if saying $300 is the entry point. I think I think it's just shy of that. I hear you. We're getting there, but we're not there. I think it got rejected with Cobb Vanth. I think as soon as they try to slap him with $300, people threw up on that. And it's a good looking figure, man, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I
mean,
think that's where it
Hera's
kind of got a little
260,
bit of.
right?
What's up?
Hera 260.
Yeah,
So, but we're about there. I mean, if you factor in the tax and shipping,
I get
we're
it.
just looking at like retail, but yeah, I mean, it's
I get it.
285 closer to the right mark so far. Yeah, I would agree, but we're right
Yes.
there though.
Yeah.
I mean, we're
Yes.
right there. So,
But we're not there, damn it.
I know, but fucking next
It's
year
a
we
game
will,
of
dude.
inches.
Yeah.
I know it is, but dude, I'm telling you, next year it's gonna be. Anyway, aside from Hot Toys, though, I did want to bring up what I'm excited for, and it is IconiQ Studios. Man, Akuma got dropped last week, dude. I mean, Harry, I know you're interested in this. I don't know
Yeah,
if you're
this
gonna
looks
buy it, but I know you're
amazing.
interested, right?
Yeah, I feel like if I get this guy, I'm gonna have to go back and somehow find Ryu, and it's like, then are they gonna do Ken? Are they gonna do everybody? Because
Yeah,
Then I
Ken
would
went
want
up
everybody.
months ago.
oh, he did.
He's not-
Okay,
He's not out yet, but he's
yeah. I feel like this is another rabbit hole. If I get this guy, I'm gonna have to get everybody.
You will, man.
You will.
I mean,
You
look
know,
at
I
this.
have-
He looks amazing.
He looks friggin' awesome, dude. I got Ryu when he came out. I got Ken coming. Obviously Akuma. I know the next few that I'm not talking about, but they're not done. So
There's gotta be Cammy and Chun-Li coming.
I mean, one would think.
Gotta be.
But you know, dude, freaking awesome, man. I love what IconiQ's doing over here with Street Fighter. And it's cool, man. It's cool how they have these custom TB leagues, man. And so far I've had zero issues with my Ryu. He's freaking awesome. And dude, Akuma's like one of my favorites. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, all right. And I get it, you know, we got Ryu, Ken, Akuma. I think that's a good starting point for them too, because they're all kind of using the same body. So it's, you know, it's effective to just, you know, get a few figures out right there without having to go to into you know, like different style bodies and whatnot. Yeah, Bobby, they teased Chun-Li. So but listen, the third parties didn't get something right though, that I've noticed. They can't get the legs right, so we're gonna have to see what happens, man. With all those, man. But I'm sticking with IconiQ, man.
I keep saying if they start doing some Tekken characters, they'll definitely get me for sure.
Yeah.
Like I would love to see a Jin, a Kazuya, Heihachi. That would be amazing,
dude. Well, yeah,
I mean, besides price, why would you even go third party if you know the official one's coming out and it's so much better? I mean, there's really no reason to go that route with this.
Yeah.
No, with the Chun-Li, yeah, because there's like 3 of them out, like third party. But I'm waiting for IconiQ because I know he's gonna do it right. Like it's gonna be awesome, dude. This is Dan better not be the next release. I'll take it, Dan. I know, right? I mean, they could just because of this, you know, the body type and whatnot. But dude,
I can't wait for Cammy.
Well,
Cammy,
yeah, dude, Cammy would be sick.
Old
school too
boy.
is his symbol on the back and his eyes are UV, man. So it's pretty awesome, man. You put them under the black light, these are gonna pop. It's pretty cool, man. I like that. I think that's pretty awesome. So you know, you guys know I'm a big Street Fighter fan. So it's a tough. It is a rabbit hole, bro. It is a rabbit hole. You know, because it. You know, the thing is too is they're branded Street Fighter 5, so they may make figures that are in Street Fighter 5 the roster that are like new or newish characters, but I don't think they'll do them right away, right? Because what's gonna sell, in my opinion, are the classics that are in the game already, right? So I don't think I'll get every single figure, because if they do some of the new ones from 5, I don't care that much about them, right? It's really about all the old classics for me. So yeah, dude.
IconiQ, if you're watching, please, we're so close. You're so close with this. Dragon Ball Z. Give me some Dragon Ball Z, for the love of God. For the love of God, please.
That would be cool.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Or at least just Vegeta and Goku. Like just those two.
Give me the whole 300 roster, whatever. Everybody. From the farmer that Raditz encounters all the way to the reporter Cell eats.
Nappa and Chi-Chi.
Yes.
Bulma, everybody.
I never watched it. So, but I will say that awesome. I know it's super popular.
Dragon Ball is awesome.
Yeah. Which could be cool. That would be cool. But, you know, I mean, I think one thing at a time, right? I mean, they're working on Street Fighter and a couple others, but dude, these are cool, man. You never had them, but I mean, it's just very much like Ryu. Same thing. You have to swap out feet, the swap out hands that are really cool, and the double heads. It's got the fire effects for the arm. Ryu just has the fireball, but and then Ken has the dragon one, I think, and then the swap out ponytail, which is cool to give him that long hair look. But
right.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to get 6-scale Street Fighter, man. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Does Ken come with a foot that has fire on it too, so he can do the?
I thought he did. I gotta double check. I'm pretty sure he did, man. So, I gotta double check him again, man. But dude, I'm all about this, dude.
I'm very curious to see what they can do with like a doll scene, man. I wonder how they're gonna handle that.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
Some of the other figures, I don't know how they would do that, right? I mean, stretchy arms, or like the guy they have. If they did something like the Hot Toys one, that One Piece. Whatever that guy's name was.
Luffy.
Yeah, like he's got arms. I don't know if that's something that they could do.
It's got to be swappable arms. Like, there's no way they can do a TB League body with that.
Yeah, or
They'll
like
hit-
Zangief for Blanca or E Honda. I don't know how they're gonna do
Yeah.
those figures.
They will tug on all the retro heartstrings if Dalzim is like Stretch Armstrong, bro. Like and then it comes back to that would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be
funny.
freaking awesome. Hot Toys Nightmare Dude, what's up, my man? Dude, thanks for coming through tonight, man. On Tuesday, yeah, man, head sculpts look pretty badass. They do, man. Akuma's freaking
This whole
awesome.
thing looks pretty badass. Look at that.
awesome. Yeah. Oh, Bison. Yeah, I can't wait for Bison.
and
Are you kidding me?
Sick.
I look fucking sick, dude. I would love it, man. Julia Bison would be cool. Yeah, if they gave us a Street Fighter Van Damme movie, that would be yeah. Yeah, Sagat, dude, he looked sick too. He's just gonna be a little bit
Oh.
taller, so I think they could do that. He wouldn't be too bad. He could be shirtless and have a scar, and then the his shorts and wraps and good to go if they do it right. Which I think they will. If they do go down that path, then I think that's gonna be awesome, dude. But yeah, I love it. The only thing I don't like is the base, because these figures are heavy, and these are basically like the Enter Bay bases, if you're familiar with those, like with the NBA figures. And it's a little tough, man. It's a little tough to like keep my Ryu in the air, because they're heavy, dude. They're not light. So that's the only complaint I have. Other than that, it's awesome. I can't wait for all of these, dude. So, but yeah, I wanted to bring that up because I know there's a lot of Street Fighter fans, and it's awesome, man. I'm super excited for him. I don't know. He just went up for PO, so I'm sometime next year, I'm guessing. I don't know. Yeah, dude. Yeah, his body would be freaking cool, man. Same with Vega. Balrog in Japan. Yeah, he never gets love. I like Vega, man. He'd have to have his mask, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blanca, of course. But yeah, how are they gonna do it? You know, with all the hair. I just don't know how they would do this. So I guess we're gonna have to stay tuned on that one, dude.
Yep.
You know, right now we're just kind of seeing the standard guys, you know, until we see some interesting, you know, I mean, the females we'll get those too, obviously. You know, they tease Chun-Li, like we said, and you know, probably see a Cammy and stuff.
Meet Cammy.
Yeah, but I think most of those bodies are going to be kind of similar, right? It's all the interesting characters that I'm, you know, curious, like how are those going to come out? So
Yeah, I hope they don't use the same body for Chun-Li and Cammy though, because I feel like they have vastly different body types.
Well, yeah, Chun-Li's got those thunder
iconic.
thumbs,
Yeah,
man.
so
I
like
mean,
those
you
are
know,
iconic. You can't. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, of course, Fei Long. Yeah, dude, that's, you know,
Two different
President
asses.
Bruce Lee. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, two different asses, man. So, but yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, outside of that, I mean, I kind of briefly talked about Omega Red on Saturday, but didn't really talk with you guys at all. I don't know how keen you guys are into the Mondo world, but I've been collecting the X-Men animated series, so I felt it was worth kind of bringing up, because it's also interesting that this one's not a timed release. Usually they are, but this one is just set to edition of 1000, so Omega Red's just there. Like once the 1K gets exhausted, I guess he's gone. So dude, I mean, CT, you're a big X-Men fan, dude, but I don't know if you're really digging the
I
animated
am
line
digging
or not.
with what they're doing. I'm just too deep into Hot Toys. I'm too deep with what I'm doing, but I am starving for some X-Men love. I'll tell you that. I think things have kind of stalled out with both Sideshow and So-So Toys. So it's slow going, trying to put something together. So Mondo stepping up. I like what they're doing, and I like what I'm seeing. Omega Red's awesome, man. He is an awesome figure. I mean, to go with Wolverine, who else you're gonna get? You got Sabretooth. Sabretooth came out before him too.
Yep.
So they're giving you all the figures you want. Yeah. I like what's he? He's got like 3 face sculpts, I think, right?
2 or 3 on this one. Let me see if we can find his. Yeah. So he's got 3. He's got the open mouth, the kind of that grin, and then just the
and they're
kind of
doing, you know, they're getting in there, adding some nice paint highlights, you know, giving that detail. You know, I get it. It's got the joints. You're going to see some joints, but they do a good job at hiding them.
They
I'll tell you
really do,
that.
bro. They really do. I've got like 5 or 6 Mondo figures, and I don't. That's not a complaint for me.
Yeah.
You know, the way that they do them, they just look great, man. And when they're on your shelf, man, you don't even like your brain doesn't even think about it.
You get a
You
good
just
feel
don't.
when you see what figures that they're rolling with. You get a good sense of that this line is going to be broad. Like they're gonna give you those figures that you're looking for. Man, Omega Red's awesome, man. Yeah, first
Yeah, dude.
appearance, X-Men 4, right? Can pick that up.
4 or 7, I forget.
Yeah, I think it's
One of
X-Men
those.
4.
It might be 4. You're probably right. I know it's one of those lows, but yeah, I mean, dude, he's fucking, and that's what's cool,
Really?
man. That's really cool that they did that, you know, and didn't quite finish the X-Men yet. You know, to your point, that makes it like, oh, you kind of see where they're going. They're not just dedicating it to the team, right? I mean, again, Sabretooth, right? We have Magneto, of course, Magneto. I mean, that's the main villain, but
The X-Men train is pulling out with Mondo, man. And if you're thinking about getting in, I would suggest, you know, getting on now, because you can still get, you know, some of these figures. Even though you missed them, you can still pursue them, you know, and get them relatively, I don't want to say cheap, but relatively close to retail.
right,
Yes,
yeah, they're
portable.
not as
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah, but you can get them. You know, wait until these guys drop Sentinels. You know, and you know some of those bigger guys, Apocalypse and
dude, give me Apocalypse. Yeah,
yeah,
I know somebody mentioned
Juggernaut and all that, man.
Yeah,
Juggernaut
dude.
looks crazy.
Yeah, and the thing is so. All right, so yeah, Lucifer. They did do a Juggernaut, but it's a vinyl Juggernaut. It's not. I still feel like they're going to do exactly this style Juggernaut. I think that's what they're gonna do at some point, dude. I can't wait for that. Single songwriter mentioned comic book Cable. Yeah, I mean Cable was in the cartoon, so anything in the cartoon they can do. So I am like, fuck, dude, hell yeah, man. See, like I don't have Gambit. I miss Gambit. I gotta go grab him.
So would you get the Savage Island pterodactyl guys if they made them?
Sauron?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Savage Land. I mean, if they made him, yeah, he wouldn't be like high priority. But if I have everything, right, then and he comes out, I'd probably.
When does
I'd
X-Men
probably
97? When's that rolling out?
Dude, I don't know. I mean, did they finish it? Because the whole weird writer strike and not so
Right?
much the actual voice
Yeah,
acting.
I heard
but
it was delayed.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, dude. So it's really, yeah. Hopefully that's a good show.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's a good show. And I don't know if they say you can never go home again. So I don't know, but I still want to watch it, as a direct continuation of X-Men animated series. But yeah, it's gonna be a tough one, man. Yeah, Mr. Sinister, bro. Yeah, that's what I'd like. I like what Mondo's doing, but I wish they didn't look like 12-inch Marvel Legends. They really don't, man. It's hard to explain, man, unless I don't know if you have any in hand, but they're animated, right? Like get the Batman animated series and then X-Men. Masters looks a little bit different. They did more of an artistic interpretation, and some of them have like soft goods and whatnot. But man, I'm telling you, these X-Men, man, it's right out of the cartoon.
Yeah, man.
They
they do not photograph like Marvel Legends figures. I hear what you're saying, Blue Tattoo. I hear what you're saying, but there is definitely more of an artistic touch here, even with the face sculpts. And I dig it. I dig what Mondo's doing, man. I appreciate these guys, man. Peter, comes out. He's done interviews and he's sharing all the time the stuff that's coming. So, man, X-Men fans, now's your chance. That's all I'm saying.
They're really freaking awesome. And you bring up Peter, man. He's such a cool guy, man. Like when I had him on last, I mean, the same thing, man. He's like, you know, just have one in hand. And that's I mean, I agree with that. I mean, if you're on the fence and you just get one and see what you feel about it, you may be surprised, you know what I'm saying? Because dude, get out of here with that nonsense. Funny, man.
It's always stirring the pot, man.
Yeah, always, man. Christopher says, honestly, your picks of Jubilee and the Coke machine had me looking, and I'm not a heroes guy.
Yeah.
Man, thanks, man.
Right?
Yeah, it's cool, man. I have her in the arcade right now, but I mean, they're awesome, and this was like a big part of my childhood. So, you know, between the animated show plus the comics, but the animated show is like what really like got you, right? Because you know you're sitting there reading comics, and all of a sudden you get to see these guys in animation. And you're like, oh my god, this was like awesome. So,
dude, like CT mentioned Sentinels, man. Imagine if they actually made like a 6-scale Sentinel, dude, and you can have like a styrofoam like wall, like with a hole in it, kind of recreate like that first episode where they're going after her in the mall and stuff like that. Just having it crash through your fucking arcade, bro, that'd be awesome as hell.
Dude, that would.
They're coming. There's no way you're gonna do these.
I just lit a fire up Anthony's ass, bro.
I know, like I could totally do something like that, or just get like the old Build-A-Figure Marvel Legends Sentinel arm and just have a Sentinel arm breaking through.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Right,
dude,
we don't have anything. Yeah, geez, giving me ideas, man.
Yeah, master mold. There you go. Boom.
Oh, yeah, that would be freaking awesome. Yeah, dude. Of course, 6-scale Sentinel would be pretty damn big. I mean, we got the HasLab ones, and then the Build-A-Figure like I mentioned before, but just put Juggernaut in the arcade. That'd be pretty awesome. Yeah, but you guys, honestly, dude, they're freaking awesome. I really enjoy it, and of course, Omega Red's awesome. If you guys don't know who he is, but
what would a 6-scale Sentinel? Would that would almost be like a 1-to-1 person, right? That would almost be like a 5-foot person.
Yeah, I wonder how they would do it, man.
Maybe like a 4-foot person.
It would be like a 3-footer.
Right, holding a figure would be like holding a. Like
it'd be pretty big, man. It would be pretty big.
Like a toddler.
A Nimrod, yeah, I'd totally get a Nimrod. He was in the show.
Yeah.
The Silver Samurai would translate great. Mondo, yeah, I think he was he a Silver Samurai in the cartoon? I don't remember.
Yeah,
I don't remember if he was. If he was, they can do it, right? That's the whole thing, right? Yeah, Mondo, Spiral, and Mojo.
Yeah, you know. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. 6-scale, right? There is a big piece of our community that wants to get as close to accuracy, you know, wants to chase actors likenesses, actresses likenesses. That's what they're looking for, as close to realism as they can get. This obviously is not that, you know. So there is, you know, the 6-scale world can grow. It can become something more broad. I get it that if that's not your thing, that's not your cup of tea, but
right.
You know, there are a lot of people that do dig the X-Men 97, that cartoon, that look, and I dig what they're doing here, man. I hope they do well. It's cool. It's not for everybody, you know, but they're trying to work their way in. And I applaud that. The more, and you know, I don't want to take the light away from Mondo right now, but 3-0, you know, I like what they're doing with G.I. Joe, man. Yeah, and I applaud that coming in, and that's going to be more cartoon stuff that talk to me and my childhood. But that's 6-scale, baby, and I'm loving that it's getting broader, you know, that we're getting more options here.
No, I'm with you. And I would say this, that when people want to talk about realism and whatnot, you know, that's kind of where I was going with Mondo, because it's realism to me in the sense that it's accurate is kind of where I was going, right? Because like a lot of us who collect toys, we like them because, well, for the most part, right, they're screen accurate.
Yeah.
as possible, right? So that's what they pride themselves in, right? Like movie masterpiece, right? They're trying to give you like exactly what you see on screen, right? Whether it's the outfit, the actor's likeness, whatever.
Right.
I'm so used to that, but that's kind of the same mentality that I take carrying over into Mondo. I'm like, oh, this is X-Men from the cartoon, and it is like accurate, you know what I mean? And then they give you like 5-6 head sculpts that are, you know, obscure, like one-off, some of them where you're like, oh, I remember that, like weird accessories they give you that were just like briefly in an episode. Like all that accuracy is there for me. So for me, I'm like, cool. I don't look at it like a realistic sense. I look at it more of just like the accuracy, right? In that respect. So I'm about it, man. Like you know, I had the So Gambit and Rogue, and you know, sold them.
Yeah.
You know, because they're as cool as the figures are, they're not quite. They're not based off anything accurate in a movie, and they're not based off anything quite like the comic. It's like their own interpretation of sorts, right? And as cool as they are, I look at the animated series and I'm like, oh, damn, that's exactly it, you know? So it's really crazy, man.
Mondo has the potential to be something really special, like an idea, like, you know, to really scratch that animation nostalgic itch. I would love Mondo to do a Super Friends line. I would love Mondo to tackle the old school Spider, like that 60s cartoon Spider-Man. I would imagine them getting a Hanna-Barbera license and coming out with, like, I don't know, like Fred and Barney or Speed Racer, you know, just like all these cartoons grew up to be. Herculoids, dude. I mean, the it's an endless possibility of what they can come out with, man, and they can really like stand out, you know. It would be like, oh yeah, well, look at this shit. It'll be really cool.
Yeah, no, I agree. And you know, I know a couple of you guys are asking me about Spider-Man and Fantastic Four. It's like, well, I know Mondo, they announced the Spider-Man animated series, so we're gonna get the black suit and Spider-Man first. So yeah, I would go down that line as well, 100%, because those two were kind of those two shows ran concurrently, and both of them, and I think both of those shows really did respect to both IPs. You know, we got a whole rogues gallery of Spider-Man in his show. You know, obviously all the X-Men. I mean, that was all comic to me. So I'm all about that, dude. I'm all about that. Single Songwriter says, note, people don't realize just how big the Falcon cockpit is until you see it behind CT603. That thing's huge.
Thanks. Pretty cool.
It is, man. It is, man.
Never gets
and
old.
also, shout out, man, to Justin, my man in the house. What's up, brother, man? He says, awesome panel
Yo.
tonight, my man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, dude. Thundercats, that would be cool. That
would
be
be
cool.
Cats would be awesome.
You know,
Thunder.
I think if anybody can do it, Mondo. You know, I know Super 7, but they're doing the smaller stuff. But if Mondo did 6 scale, that would be really cool, man. Rockmont says Mondo should be going after retro 90s video games.
Oh man,
Earthworm Jim.
Booger Man.
Oh yeah, dude, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's cool. It's interesting that like with their Masters of the Universe line, they've been doing a lot of soft goods. You know, I was not sure why they didn't, you know, go that route with X-Men, but I mean, I trust whatever they're doing. You know, there's got to be reasons for it, I guess.
If they ever do like a Batman animated series, like anniversary thing, I hope they do like a Batman with soft goods, because I would just love to have him like with the draped cape, like just covering him like how he is in the show, where you just see the fucking mouth and the eyes. He's just draped in his cape, just standing there. I would love to have that pose on my shelf, man.
Yeah. I think partly the reason why they don't is because everything has those hard cell shaded lines.
Yep.
Like how they were drawn, so it would like be weird with soft goods, right? Because then it would like frumple and like it just wouldn't. I think that illusion that allure would go away. You know, you're like, oh, it's not quite, you know, which is kind of what it is. But
yeah, it's their style, it's their thing. So total respect to them.
Oh yeah, man, I'm happy. You know, like CT was saying, that there's a space out there. Literally, there's a space out there for like everybody.
Yep.
In 6 scale collecting. Whatever your fancy is. I mean, for the most part, it's there. We are lacking a little in the sci-fi department, right? I mean, obviously we have XO6 stuff. We got all our Star Trek, but I mean, I need like Babylon 5 and Battlestar and Farscape and Stargate and The Expanse. And I don't think I'm the only one, but you know, I don't know how popular those would be, but
I would love a small run of X-Files, Mulder, Scully, Skinner, the Smoking Man, the dude from Cobra, whatever his name is in that show, and stuff like that. That'd be awesome to have, man.
I would do well. Look, because 3-0 did Mulder and Scully, and so did Sideshow. But the Sideshow ones are really old, and even the 3-0s are kind of old, but they're the better of the two. Man, those are going for like $400, $500, man. And it's like, I agree. I want some X-Files, dude. But for the most part, though, right? Like we have a lot, man. There's something for everybody out there right now. Like even more so than like even just like the past few years. Even like in 2020, it was decent, but now it feels like this year is like past year or two is just anywhere, every which way you look, man. There's something out there for everybody, man. I know CT, you mentioned like the 3-0. I was super into it when I saw Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, but I wasn't sure like how deep they were gonna go. Right. And then I saw Firefly and then Roadblock. I'm like, okay, they're doing a little bit more than 2. And then you're right, man. And I talked about it, a month ago or so. Cobra Commander.
Cobra.
I was like, yo, dude.
Yeah, come on, look at him.
It's fucking awesome, dude.
Look at him.
Yeah,
that looks great.
That's Cobra Commander, bro, and Destro, right? So it's like, okay,
Yes.
I think I gotta get those, man, because
Look
Sideshow
it.
did the GI Joes for a while, but that was a while back. So 3-0 doing this, oh man,
Oh,
it's fucking awesome, dude. It's really awesome.
come on, man. I can have Cobra Commander leading my clones.
I mean, you could.
Come on.
you totally could, man.
It's awesome. Look at him.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude, he needs to happen.
Man, they're reasonable. I think 150. I want to say 150.
Yeah, they're
It's like-
relatively, 3-0's cheap, man. Yeah, $150.
Yeah, come on.
So, between this and I think if I scroll down, so I don't have to go search.
And man, I'm not going deep. I'm not going deep with Cobra. I mean, with GI Joe, I need Cobra Commander. I need Destro. I got him, and I'll take a Baroness.
I need a Baroness. Those are the 3 I really wanted. That was it.
That's all I need. I want a contingency of bad guys from all the cartoons. Mumra.
That'd be
like
awesome.
all the cartoon bad guys. I want to build up a collection of them. So
See, you should have
it
got that
begins
Mondo
here.
Skeletor, man, because
I know. And that's
Captain
kinda-
Solution.
That's what kicked it off. And then I see GI Joe, and I'm like, man, I could see something coming together. So, that Skeletor, that could be in my future. And sometimes Mondo does those exclusives too, so they might do another Skeletor, something different. Who knows?
Yeah, that is also true. I mean, dude, it's but I'm excited for these. I'm in the same boat as you, man. I wanted Cobra Commander and Destro, and then Baroness, because I'm sure she'll be coming. I just don't think she'll be next, since we just got 2 Cobras right here back to back.
Yeah.
So,
And I know there's a third party one out there, and I'm not
Yeah, I'm
pursue
not really
that.
into it.
I'll see what they can do.
Yeah. It looks a little like too anime for me, but I don't know. We'll see. But I think with 3-0, they'll probably do like Duke or Scarlet next, is my guess.
Yeah.
And then, then maybe Baroness, and then, we'll go from there. But I mean, yeah, dude, $150, man. And 3-0's all right. I've got their Stranger Things and Rambo.
Cigars and bacon, wherever you are, man. I hope you're on this. I hope you're getting these guys, man.
Dude, yeah, because how freaking sweet are they?
Yeah.
Dude, Herculoid, Space Ghost. Yeah, that would be pretty cool, man. I don't know if they would do a 6-scale tank, bro.
Why stop there? Get the aircraft carrier. Fuck it.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, man. Yost is going to be running out of tricks, man. Put him on Cobra. Put him on G.I. Joe.
Get him on G.I. Joe. All right. All right, we could try.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, Blitz just started collecting GI Joe Classified, the 6-inch. I'm already hooked on that now. I know that's tough, man. Because I mean, I remember that. I mean, I had some Ghostbusters, I had Ninja Turtles, I had some He-Man stuff. But I think my biggest collection of shit, and even Star Wars, but I think the biggest collection I had was GI Joe. I really do. It's been a while, man, but I gotta think back, and I was like, dude, I had a lot of GI Joe, dude, a lot.
Yeah.
Like that was always my favorite. So
Star Wars and GI Joe, that was
dude.
and Transformers,
yeah,
took up a lot of
Transformers
space.
was good.
Back in the day, that took up a lot of space.
Yeah, all ours
It
were
was,
diecast too. Remember?
Oh yeah, it was
Yep.
for me. It was Superpowers, Masters, and the name is escaping me. It's always like these monsters with holograms in them and stuff like that. I don't know if you ever remember them. Like you take it off and like there's a hologram with a skull. I always had like really obscure like toys and shit like that. But yeah, the main two lines I collected was the Superpowers and the Masters of the Universe back in the day. And I had a bunch of Star Wars too. So
I don't know what the hell you're talking about with the holograms.
I forgot what they're called, man.
I can
Talking
see
about
it in my mind's eye. That
One is like a skeleton with like an eye and a tongue coming out, but it's like a hologram. But like you can also cover it and stuff. And then there was also like those goblin puppet things back in the day. You remember those? I had a bunch of those.
Why am I not remembering any of this stuff?
Later, I'll send you all the commercials later on Discord, man.
Okay,
Like you don't remember the goblin, the goobers, whatever they're called. They're like,
let me know, because if I see it, I'll remember, right? But
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm not pulling it out of the memory banks right now for some weird reason. AJ in the house, man. It's Pursuit of Awesomeness. What's up, man? How you doing, bro? Hope you're having a good Tuesday night, brother. Charlie, of course, says I remember it, but I can't think of the name. So yeah, Single Star says Star Wars GI Joe Matchbox way back in the 60s and 70s for me. Yeah, that's a minute ago, bro. I think mine were obviously like 80s, early 80s, but damn, those GI Joes then too were like 12-inch, right? Because we didn't start getting the 3.75s till like I think early 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
They were the male answer to the Barbie, was those 12-inch GI Joes.
Yeah, essentially. OG fan though, my man. Thank you so much, dude, for $2 super chat, man. It says, speaking of Yost, all you pre-order fans, pony up on the Jedi Starfighter. Yeah, I heard it didn't do as expected. Maybe not something that I was interested in. I'm not a big prequel fan, and so I wasn't in to begin with. I'm more, I'm gonna get the 89 Batmobile, and but what about you, CT? I mean, is that something that you were considering, or?
Yeah, I am considering it. At $1,900 though.
It's a lot, man.
He brushed me off the plate, man. I got a snow speeder. I'm all in, but here's the thing.
Supernatural.
Yeah,
Yost. Is that what it was?
Jazzinc. Yost and Jazzinc is no longer a company out of a garage, And when he was, we gave him certain flexibility, and how he did business, and I'm happy, by the way, thrilled to own some of his early products, and I'm excited he's got his new office. But that's just it, Jazzinc is not a company working out of his garage anymore. He's a company. He has a facility. He has employees now. He's got licenses, and he's legitimate. He's a legitimate company now. And as such, things are going to change. People,
well, naturally, yeah.
People shouldn't expect any flexibility on getting their NRDs back. When you jump on board, he's going to apply that. He's got bills. He's got real bills to pay now. But as that expectation goes up, with his customer base, that expectation also goes up with his customers with him. And the collecting POs on renders, I just don't think that's going to work in the future for him, especially on items that are like $1,900. I don't have problems getting on board and buying these products. You guys know that. You can see that.
Yeah,
but show me what I'm going to get for $1,900. I want to see what $1,900 gets me. There's been some, in regards to how much weathering came with the snow speeder. Now we're back in a similar situation, right? He's showing renderings of these starfighters. So what is that weathering going to look like? What is that going to look like? So we don't get that. That doesn't get translated in those renderings. So what I would have liked to have seen, Yost is he's getting better at selling. He's his sales skills are getting better. But what I would have liked to see was him introduce us to his new office, take us on a tour of that new office, walk us into that conference room, and then in that conference room, on that table, under a nice cloth, silver cloth with a
like reveal
Jazzinc logo on it, he says, I also want to show you our next project. And boom, he unveils the Jedi fighter, and you see exactly what you're going to get for $1,900. And he pulls out a remote, and he hits a button, and the engines light up, and he hits a button,
right,
and
get a little...
the R2 unit, the head turns, right? Because he put a little motor in there. But instead, he collects POs, and then he talks about things that we may or may not get. And kind of, it's like backing your way into building this product. And I think when he was, again, small, operating out of a garage, he got certain flexibilities. But I think with future projects, I want to see a prototype. I want to see a demo. And I think he would have got a better response had he revealed his product like that, had he showed people, this is what $1,900 gets you, showed all the effects, and then understand there are going to be some changes here and there, like everything. That's how everyone else does it in the business. And I think he's at that point. He's big enough that that's how he should be revealing his products moving forward.
No, that's 100% fair, man. I know that Charlie, saying counterpoint, he is delivered on goods, and while I agree with that, I do agree with that. I also understand people's reservations, right? Because like you said, where he's at now, it'd be really cool to do that. Yeah, that would have been cool to just like unveil it and be like, boom, here is what you're looking at right here is a physical, representation of this, in this case, the starfighter, right? I think that might have gotten people a lot more pumped, right? Versus that, which I can totally understand. Now, is he quite at that point? Maybe, I don't know.
Well, there was some, Star Wars people, they don't, put their money where their mouth is, Yost, come on, horse shit. I'm gonna give you one of those, man. I'm gonna just say it. That's fucking horse shit. Tell that to George Lucas. Come on, man. Tell that to. What are you saying? How the snow speeders do? How the snow speeders do? I've got one. He did fine with the snow speeders, man. If you give them what they want, they will buy it, man. They're absolutely going to show up. If
you build it, they will come, right?
Man, I'm not. Yeah, and you you got to sell it a little bit better. I think that was a little cold. It was like a what I would call a soft launch in the sales world. It wasn't really, here's my product and, boom. And I think you get the results. He got the results that for the effort that he put in selling that. It's a rendering.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a nice one.
It does look nice, but yeah, of course. I mean, I want to see it too. I think we all want to see it if we're gonna, I mean, I'm not buying it anyway, regardless, because again, not a big fan of the prequel era in that sense. I don't need nothing that big from that era. But same, I'm in the same. Like, I mean, and I've had Yosa many times. Great guy, we all love him. But the 89, like he keeps updating the 89, and I love that, and I'm excited. But I still, part of me is I'm like, fuck, I want to see this. I want to physically see it. I can't wait to see it. Now that's not going to dissuade me, right? Because I keep seeing what he's planning on doing for it. But yeah, for a lot of folks, right, $1,900, they want to see. What's something.
That? What do I get for $1,900? And listen, the payment plan's great, but I've walked that path. That's 18 payments. That's 18 months. $100 a month, 18. That's a long walk, man.
It is. It is.
It's a long walk.
Plus, having a physical prototype. I know he answered my question when he was on your stream and stuff like that, on why the reasons why he doesn't bring out a prototype. It's like, dude, we trust you that you're going to provide the details of the final product. We trust you there. But having a physical product is also going to help a lot. Example, the reason why I have this big ass shelf behind me is because I wasn't anticipating this BVS Batmobile to be so huge. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's different when you see it on, on people's YouTube channel, but like when, you're presenting it, it gives us a physical thing to know what we can expect and stuff like that. So, I mean, it doesn't have to look its best. You just give us an idea of like what the final product is going to come out. That's why it's a prototype. We understand it's a prototype. So,
yeah. No, and I'm with you, man. And dude, shout out to Desi, man, my brother, man. What's up, bro, dude? Metamorphic, my dude. Says I love Jazzinc, and CT's on the money about this. It's on the money about this. Time for Jazzinc to grow. He needs to produce physical.
I love Jazzinc too.
Show
I love Jazzinc too. This is tough love, man. Yost has come on Yost has shown up. I've said some things that he's shown up and he doesn't hide, and I appreciate that about him. And we've always said, Yost is one of us. He's a collector, man.
Yeah.
And he is a collector that's building that, but not no more. Now he's a business owner, man. He's a big part of our community. And I see him more like that now than the collector, so expectations are up, I think, on both levels. What he expects from his customers when they sign on for a project, when you go ahead and give him an NRD, right? I get it, but our expectations are also going up. And
well, that's a good point. No, that's a good point, because as a company grows, you would think that their customer base also grows in some fashion. And in this particular case, I would say that's their expectations, right, are now growing along with you, right? They're scaling accordingly, I would think. And I hope that he can do that 100%, man. I would love that. Like what you just suggested would have been awesome if he was like, yo, boom, here's a physical right now. Like, check it out. You guys ready to get this?
I may not have been so much on the fence as I am now. I'll tell you that. I think that wow factor and
I'm with you. No, I think so too, man. But real quick, Rockamon Chris, man, dude, thanks so much, my man, for the $5 bomb. Says, do you feel the X-Wing reveal was a deterrent from the Starfighter, as it's the one that we want more?
That's another thing. That's another valid point. Yeah, I want that X-Wing more than I want that Jedi Starfighter. So I appreciate him showing us, but I think that may have hurt him here because, as Chris has said, and we have this discussion in Discord. Come see us in the Discord.
Yeah, we're always in there.
Come visit us, Scum and Villainy in the morning. We're always there talking about the new drops. But he had a good point. He said, since when does an X-Wing take a backseat to a Jedi starfighter?
Oh yeah,
And I
never.
was like, man, damn right, never.
Right?
But
No,
I don't know. You know, some people have some other thoughts. So anyways, it's out there. Yost was on there today talking about it, and he said it looks like he's going to keep that order open till the end of the month. So it's going to give some people some time to think about it. There was some people talking about, hey, when it dropped, money and this and that. I don't know if I'm buying that, but regardless, he's being flexible. He's going to keep it open a month longer, and hopefully this project will get through.
I would hope, right? Because if people are pre-ordering, right, that's my whole thing. If people are pre-ordering, then is there a number? Is there a finite, like, set number that he wants? And then if he doesn't achieve that, does everybody get refunded, or does he still go through with it? I'm not too clear on that. I suppose I should have asked him that, but
he said in his video he said that everyone who pre-ordered and dropped the deposit down, if they cancel it, they're refunding everybody because they're the ones canceling it, not the customer. So Yost did say he would refund everybody's
Very
thing.
quick.
Yeah, and I think I actually, he said some numbers how the pre-order numbers have doubled since then. So it's not like, I think the issue is that he wants a large number at first, but nothing's going down. It's slowly going there. So we'll see at the end of the month. I think he'll reach his goal, but I think he's just not happy with how fast it's not happening. So,
well, I'll tell you this. Yeah, I did put a poll, man. Thanks, Single Songwriter, for the suggestion in the chat. Right now, we are at 18 votes in the chat, guys. Cast your votes, man. I said Jedi, Starfighter, or X-Wing, and it is at a staggering 100% X-Wing.
Just keep that in mind when people go.
Can you feel it? Come on. I mean,
when people say move on from OT, just keep that poll in mind. Yeah, sure, move on, no problem.
Yeah. So, guys, dude, if you can, just cast your vote, man, because I'm very interested in seeing what you guys feel. Even if you're not going to buy it, right? Even if you're not going to buy it, if you wanted to see 1 in 6 scale, what would you rather see? The X-Wing or Jedi Starfighter? We're at 27 votes, guys. 102 in the chat. Can we get to 50 votes? I'd be interested at least to see what we got there. Late Bloomer, my brother, man, what is up, dude? And now it says, raced home from work for this. Shout out to my brothers on the panel, dude. Shout out to Late Bloomer, man. By the way, that was awesome yesterday doing the Spider-Man talk on Amazing Spider-Man 300 yesterday in the Discord. That was really cool, bro. I look forward to the next comic book club in there. Guys, you guys definitely come check out the Discord if you haven't, man. I got the link in there. Description as always, and my bots dropping it for you guys. But yeah, dude, that was super awesome. Harry, I haven't heard from you in a moment. Do you have any thoughts on this in particular?
I don't think I'm quite that type of collector yet, so I think I should just reserve my thoughts. I mean, when it comes to the poll, for me, I mean, I grew up with the prequels. So to me, the designs of the ships of the prequels always stood out to me more. So me personally, I would go for the Starfighter.
oh god.
But me personally, yes, yes. Sorry, CT. but I would not spend $1,900 on the Starfighter. I would not do that. I'm just not there in terms of collector.
So listen, and that's another excellent point. Like the age bracket of the prequel fan. I don't
statistically,
think it's there. Yeah, I don't think it's there to support a expensive item like that.
Yep.
Yet.
Yeah, another
That's fair.
decade maybe.
Yeah, maybe, right? Because, but either way, man, that's still $2,000, $2,300 for
It
Jedi
is.
Starfighter.
It is, and I'm
So-
not factoring in tax. You know, I'm in New Hampshire,
Right.
so I don't pay tax. So it's $22.50, respectfully, with shipping included. That could go up. You know, it's 18 months away. So, and then you throw tax in there, you're at 2,500, I think. You know,
It's
Yeah,
a luxury to collect this stuff, man. I mean, I would love.
and here's
would-
the. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Bro.
Sorry.
Oh, I
Well,
said I would
think-
love to own his Batmobile. I would love his '89 Batmobile myself. I'm just priced out on it, man.
Getting back to revealing that demo, because what we get with Yoast is the headset, for instance, the headband. You know, is it going to come with the headband or not?
Mhm.
You know, there's still like a lot of things that are kind of like up in the air always with this project, and I don't get that when you're putting that type of money down at $1,900. That stuff should be nailed down. Like, absolutely, we're gonna do some kind of headband. It's gonna come with it, whether you want to put it on your figure and risk ruining your rooted hair or whatever. That's on you, but it will come with it. Like, I would just like to see a little bit more commitment to this is what the project is going to be. There
Right,
always
like when it
seems to be
comes out, he's
something
like,
out
hey.
there that we're being teased with that might happen or might not happen, and it didn't happen. Sorry, but here we go. It's going to move forward. You know,
I see what you mean, right? Because and I know they're different companies, so I can't exactly compare. But like, let's say you did like a HasLab.
yeah.
Of course, they got millions and millions of dollars. Totally different. I get it. But like, they
I
come
think
out
that-
and be like, "Here's this, and we're gonna do this, and that." If we get, something. I
That
see where you're
canopy.
going with that.
That motorized canopy, that moving canopy on the 89 was a big loss. That was a big loss, man. I'm just saying it. And I know I couldn't commit to if it was going to be right. Well, give it a try. Let's just give it a try. Let's just see. Like, that would have made all the difference. To show a Batmobile, have a remote, boop, hit it, that thing opens up and reveals the Batman inside, and the whole cockpit lights up. That would have just absolutely blew Hot Toys away, everyone else. And I know he's got a lot going on, but I would just like to see him challenge himself and try to find that type of innovative stuff.
I could see that. That would be cool. I mean, if he get to that point eventually.
I don't think
right?
that was too much to handle. Like, that's
No.
He's a smart guy. He's got an engineering background. We're only talking about opening up a cockpit back and forth, and I can understand why he's probably apprehensive adding all these additional motorized and electronics and stuff. But
Yeah.
this is where we're at.
But for me, and this is just me, but since it's my money in my collection, I would say for me, it's cool, but it's not required for the canopy, right?
Yep.
Like, it's cool, and I'd probably mess with it a couple of times. My roommates or friends come over, you're like, yo, check this out, and then hit a button and it opens.
Yeah.
But that's probably all I'd ever end up doing, right? And then it becomes a novelty for me. So I don't know if that's the route he went. Like, would I like it? Sure. Would it increase the costs? Then maybe I don't want it. Like, so I don't know, the logistics there, right? But
And understand, I'm talking from a standpoint of the 89 Batmobile. That thing is going to be positioned right next to a Hot Toys 89 Batmobile. So if it was the only model out there by itself, I could see, I don't need it. But, maybe you don't need it, but maybe Yost needs it to put him up over the Hot Toys Batmobile.
yeah.
We're trying to separate ourselves from the competition out there, and
Yeah. This is interesting. From AJ, Pursuit of Awesomeness says, remember 6 months ago, everyone was going to pay $3,500 for an Ecto 1. I don't know if it was 35. I mean, it retails at 18. No, 19 is
Yeah.
too expensive. I would suggest that in that argument, I mean it's Ghostbusters that's gonna sell worldwide because it's Ghostbusters. And on top of that, I mean they showed that shit off, bro. Like right away. They're like, here's the afterlife, Ecto 1. Bam. Here's 100 photos. Here's it's physical stuff, right?
And what did everybody
little
get?
bit
Crooked
apples-oranges.
stickers.
I know, right? And I don't even really know, like, because I still have one coming, so I don't even know how it's gonna be, man. Oh, if you're referring to Big Bad, when they found a pile of the original '84 Ecto 1 for $3,000, yeah. Well, Big Bads are gonna do that, right? They're like, well, this shit sells for like 5 or 6 on the aftermarket. We had a dozen left, found or whatever their case was, and yeah, they marked it up. But to me, that is worth it. I've never, I don't own an Ecto 1, but I've seen an Ecto 1, and I would say out of everybody, Hot Toys, Jazzinc, Blitzway, I think Blitzway is the king of vehicles right now. I mean, they do so much on those Ecto 1s, man, that you don't even, they overdo stuff, man. They overdo it. Like, lift it up and look under the car. You're like, I wonder if they did stuff. Everything's detailed. Like, they just overdo stuff, and they're freaking awesome. So, but they have proven themselves in that respect, right? So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know how much was your bat cycle. I don't know. That was expensive too, but yeah, I think what it all comes down to is like, if you as a collector are willing to pay X dollars under like Y conditions, right? I mean, it's all like you mentioned, Hector, that the 89 is out of your price range, so you're going with the Hot Toys. Totally get that. For me, yeah, it's expensive, but I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna get Jazzinc's 89, right? Because I've seen the Hot Toys one, and it's good for what it is, and obviously it's half the price approximately, right? So that's a super perk. But showing how much detailing that's involved in the 89 that he's putting into, and my love for 89, which is not saying is more than yours, but in that particular situation for me, I'm like, fuck it, I'll go that route, because that's going to be like the be all end all Batmobile for me, though. Like, I'm not picking up a Justice Mobile, I don't even know if I'll get the 95. Like, I think I just want one representation, and that's Keaton right there. So
that's
I was like,
the definitive one,
right? So again, it just kind of comes down to like, what are you willing to spend, I guess, was what it comes down to, right? Hey, R. Castro also in the house. What's up, brother, man? Says, what's up, fellas? Late to the show. What do y'all think of the odds of Hot Toys releasing the Jedi Starfighter? I still don't think they'll do it. I mean, they showed that thing forever, but I don't. But you know what, though? I don't know, right? Because what if, I'm just saying, if Yost does go into production, then Hot Toys might do it. Because they like to do shit like that.
So.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
They'll do that with figures. They don't do that with vehicles, man. They're not.
Yeah.
Where's that 22 Batmobile?
I know, right? I don't really know, man. So Hot Toys Nightmare, though, I have 5 pieces from Yost. Jedi Starfighter for $1,900 price tag without a prototype is overpriced. That's totally fair, man. Like, again, I think it all comes down to, what we all feel as a collector. Again, I'm like, shit, dude, 89. I haven't seen it physically yet, but I'm like, I need it, So like, I'm that guy. And so I could be potentially another guy out there, except the Jedi Starfighter. Someone might be like, I just love that shit so much, I don't care, I'm gonna buy it, right? But it's but that's not the majority, right? I don't think I'm in the majority of 89. I think the 89's got a bigger pool of people like that. I still don't know if that's a majority, right? Because you're trying to maximize sales. So how do you do that? All right. Well, as we mentioned, as we just discussed. So,
you got to sell the sizzle, not just the steak.
Hey.
And I think he missed that a little bit, but call me Yost.
Hell yeah, man. No, that would be awesome. Guys, I'm going to end the poll, and I think we're going to probably wrap, man, because for about 2 hours, man. It was a fun show. It's good to be back on Tuesdays.
Oh, just real quick. Did you guys see the So-So Toys Deathstroke.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
I
that
didn't bring
actually
it up.
looked pretty damn good.
It's
It does.
badass, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have it up right now to pull up, but maybe I'll bring it up Saturday because I did see it pop up, but it looks good. I guess briefly, I mean, is that something that you and Hector are gonna pick up? I mean,
I'm definitely picking that one up.
Very, very tempted. Yes.
I was pissed off at Flashpoint for trying to paywall a head sculpt to put it, because I'm not gonna. I only have like 2 Nightmare figures, but I'm not gonna do like the whole ensemble or whatever. But I was kind of pissed off that the regular Deathstroke did not come with a head sculpt. So I was like, what the fuck? So I'm glad Social Toys is giving us that. So I'm all in with them. So I was like, thank you.
no, that would be great. Bob says Social Toys will do great when they release it in 3 years, and Premier Toys will release 2 versions ahead of them. I know.
Listen, Mario coined it. Slow toys. I think it's official, man.
He did.
They are now slow toys. They got to get their ass.
Whatever. I'll be able to save $10 a month, and you know.
I hear you, man.
Right. No, I feel you, man. But I did
Where's
end
my
the
old
poll.
West Logan?
I know, right? Where the hell is that old man Logan? I don't know. 83% though, just for the record, guys, of your votes. 42 votes, 83% to X-Wing, 60% Jedi Starfighter. So interesting. Just
I'm in 16%.
testing it. Yeah, you're definitely in the 16%. Guys, dude, it's been cool as shit coming back on Tuesdays, man. CT, my man, I'm glad that you were able to come in and share all your thoughts and insights tonight as well, man. I think, I'll probably keep doing this again on Tuesdays now that Ahsoka's over. All that, you guys are always welcome.
Very cool.
Harry, my man, it's good. I know this kind of works sometimes a little better for you. I know a lot of Saturdays you're like,
yeah, I actually do
slaving over
shoot.
editing and
Yeah, I shoot
and-
every Saturday. So, yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah, every Saturday we try
So
to
you
get
might
together
just need
and
to be
shoot.
here on. Then you just got to be on Tuesdays.
Yeah, I
then.
think Tuesdays work better too because I wrap up with the Moss show like an hour before yours, so I can just hop right in. So it actually
the
kind of
multiverse of Maz.
Yeah, the
Shout out
multiverse
to
of Moss.
Maz. Remember that? I was like,
Yep.
Yeah, dude. No, that's awesome. That's great, man. You got anything coming up? Anything else? I mean, I saw you do a couple of photos.
No, nothing much. I'm still waiting for that Wonder Woman to come in. Then I'm gonna try and get back into shooting. Right now, my setup is still a little limited. I'm just shooting like on my freaking desk here. It's not the best, so I'm gonna try and get a new setup going so I can do more.
Bro, you need to do like a group shot, a little Trinity shot.
Yeah, when she comes in, I'm gonna pull out my Justice League Superman and my BVS Batman, and I'm gonna do a Trinity shot for sure. And
gonna be
Hector will
sick,
probably
dude.
appreciate that.
Oh yeah,
hell
for sure.
Yeah. Guys, if you have not followed Harry, man, on
Thank you,
Instagram.
sir. Thank you.
No, I'm serious, dude. Go follow Harry, guys, if you have
I
not.
appreciate that. I really appreciate that.
I'll put a link in the description. I didn't really set up my description today, unfortunately, but I'll make sure I update all of this, guys, for you guys. And if you're watching on the replay, check down below for everything. Hector, my man, always a pleasure, as always.
It is always fun to be here.
Always.
Always fun to be here.
It's always fun to be here, of course.
I'm digging all the DC, bro. It's nice
Thank
to
you, man.
see the DC love, man. I'm on full screen you. Look at that.
Hot Toys, come on, bro. Comic line. Let's go. Gray and blue Batman, Robin, Wonder Woman. Come on. Give me the Super Friends, goddammit.
Yes. How freaking sweet would that be? But yeah, that looks great, man. And
Thank you.
You said earlier you put that out just to see, but I noticed that you have that Scarface there.
Oh,
How is he?
he is. I know Rob loves chairs, bro. This chair is super heavy, but this thing's fucking badass, man. Want to know what a Hassa is, Frank?
How's the sculpt in person, man?
It's pretty. It's a third party, man. It's not like 100%, but it's pretty damn good. It's got the body's got some weight to it. Really, my only beef is that the jacket is, I think, it's sewn shut, so I can't open it up. It does come with bags of Coke. I don't know if it's real Coke. I won't try, but but yeah, dude. If y'all have a chance to pick it up and need a Scarface collection, I would definitely do it, man. It's awesome.
Dude, I was debating on it. I really was, because you know where that needs to go. That's got to go on the 80s shelf.
Oh
bro.
yeah, oh for sure, man, for sure.
Yeah. Fat Batman's asking what brand is he?
I think it's present toys. Let me look at the or the box real quick. Come on.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Right. He don't know. He's like, hey, it's Scarface. I'm getting it. I don't know who made it. Which is the way it goes, man, which is pretty awesome. Thank you, Bob Dylan, and single songwriter, by the way, for you guys dropping Harry's
Thank you,
Instagram
sir.
It is
Bob.
indeed
You
present
are
toys.
too kind.
in the chat. Yes, sir. It is Present Toys.
Thank you,
Yes.
single songwriter. You guys are just way too kind. Way too kind.
Hell yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. But you know what, Hector, man, why don't you count us out, brother?
Hey, look, listen, don't forget that Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's coming out with the new books, The 7 Steps of Life, and how you can go ahead and you can improve yourself. So go ahead and pick it up, because maybe that will make you a better collector and throw away all your Iron Man and start collecting more DC.